playNadal and Djokovic advance, Cilic crashes out 123. ESPN's Nicolas Pereira breaks down all the action from Day 4 of Wimbledon. 1:23, 9:57 p.m. BSTWIMBLEDON Roger Federer's path to a record 9th Wimbledon title can't be described as an easy walk in the park, but it certainly looks less treacherous now that two major obstacles were unexpectedly cleared from the trail on Thursday. Get the Wimbledon 2018 tennis tournament dates, TV schedule, news coverage, live scores and results on ESPN. The popular Francis Tiafoe, a son of immigrants from Sierra Leone, is now set to face another rising star, Karen Khachanov, at Wimbledon. From dominant performances to hilarious fans to entertaining exchanges with officials, Day 4 at the All England Club was a memorable one. Both know. 3-seed Cilic, Federer's opponent in 2 of the last 4 Grand Slam finals, and unseeded, 3-time Grand Slam champion Stan Wawrinka, who had upset dangerous No. 6-seed Grigor Dimitrov, were beaten by players outside the top 80 in matches that had been suspended on Wednesday by rain. The light but persistent drizzle that halted play at 6:50 p.m. on Wednesday might have seemed more like manna sent from heaven than precipitation for Wawrinka, who had failed to convert 4 consecutive set points in a first-set tiebreaker with No. 133 ranked Thomas Fabiano. When Fabiano escaped and went on to take the tiebreaker on court number 3, he morphed into a different player. He swept through the second set and held his own through most of the third. Rain gave Wawrinka a reprieve with Fabiano serving at 5-6 in the third set, after Wawrinka had failed to convert 2 more set points. Cilic saw a 2-set overnight lead evaporate against unseeded Guido Pella in the second round of the men's singles. Glenn Kirk, AFP, Getty Image. Cilic was in entirely different shoes, ones that were slipping and sliding across court No. 1 when the drizzle arrived. He was very much in charge of the match at that point, 2 sets up and on serve against No. 82 ranked Guido Pella. As play was suspended, the men went off but remained nearby because the interruption was thought to be short-lived. "We were waiting over there, just behind the court," Cilic said on Thursday, after he lost in 5 sets. "When we came back, it was not raining. We warmed up, then it started to rain again. The court was not as dry. We were talking with the referees. They said if we want to keep on, just to see how it goes, we can. We decided, both of us, to give it a try." It turned out to be a costly decision for Cilic, who was broken for the first time in the match and the ensuing game, one during which he slipped a few times, and fell once. The match was suspended again anyway, but Pella left the court up a break, taking with him a ray of hope and leaving Cilic with a little extra something to think about. Matches that are concluded from the previous day are usually second on the program, as was the case for Wawrinka-Fabiano. But Wimbledon officials put the conclusion of the Cilic-Pella match on first. Conspiracy theorists might see this as an attempt to get Cilic out of Federer's way, while less suspicious souls might just assume that since Cilic was so close to winning, club officials saw no reason to keep him hanging around the AELTC all day. As so often happens, the players engaged in role reversal overnight. Despite his obvious superiority and terrific recent form, Cilic just couldn't find his range while Pella could do no wrong when their match continued. Pella quickly served out the third set. Then, he managed to keep his level high, while Cilic continued to struggle. He denied that nerves entered into the equation. "I was still focusing on my game," Cilic said. "It was nothing in my mind that I have to go far, or that I'm obliged to do that. I was just not feeling as comfortable as yesterday with hitting. I was not as accurate. I was just missing some balls, some easy balls, giving him a chance to come back. It was not just the pressure. It was me not executing on the court well. Stan Wawrinka knocked out Grigor Dimitrov on the first day of Wimbledon only to then suffer a surprise exit himself at the hands of Thomas Fabiano in the second round. Ollie Scarf, AFP, Getty Image. Cilic's lead was so commanding that it's hard to imagine that he returned to the court nervous against an Argentinian player more noted for his clay court game. Wawrinka, though, was in a different situation. Interruptions almost always work in favor of favorites when underdogs are taking the game to them, especially when they are given a chance to regroup overnight while the weaker players have to try to sustain a level they rarely achieve. It makes for restive sleep. But Wawrinka is 33, and still recovering from knee surgery last summer. Fabiano is a 5'9", 28-year-old who weighs a mere 152 pounds. He may not generate much punch but he's quick, where Wawrinka is powerful but somewhat ponderous. There was a different kind of role reversal in play in this one. Would the underdog let the favorite back in the match? Not this time. Fabiano served at 5-6, deuce to start things off. He managed to hold. In the tiebreaker, Wawrinka wasted 2 more set points and lost it all when he made 3 consecutive backhand errors. Right now I'm really happy with my fitness level, my tennis game, Wawrinka said. I've been practicing really well the last few weeks. I've been pushing myself, pushing my body. I think my level is there. Now it's about getting back the confidence, winning some tough matches, finding a way how to win those points like the set point yesterday. Those little things can change a tournament. Those things also change top-seeded Federer's tournament, but some massive boulders remain in his road. His half of the draw, while stripped of Cilic as well as Wawrinka, still features some bruising servers who are capable of taking the racket out of his hand. No. 9 John Isner, number 11 Sam Querrey, number 13 Milos Raonic, as well as Gael Monfils and Daniil Medvedev. The path may be less treacherous, but it's still a winding one.